In this clip, we're gonna talk about 27 marketing tools to crush it in 2019. Part 2. So we actually have a part 1 for this series. Don't forget to check out that one. Things change quickly. So this is done for 2019, right? A lot of these tools are going to become irrelevant maybe next year. So these are the ones I think you should be using this year, and really excited to share them. And by the way, I talk about tools all the time because my job is to evaluate all the tools and then just surface the ones that make the most sense and then bring them forward to you to make your life easier. And by the way, before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, whatever platform you're on, if you enjoy tips on marketing, entrepreneurship, and productivity. So without further ado, let's begin. Ducksoup makes it easy for you to automatically visit people's profiles inside of LinkedIn, and you can collect their email address as well. So if I want their personal email address, I can do it. Or if I'm visiting certain people's profiles, it can automatically endorse them. Or let's say I want to invite them to an event as well. People that are on my first degree connections, it can send them an automatic message. Ducksoup is relatively cheap for $15 a month, and it just makes your life easier when it comes to sales and recruiting as well. So you can use it as a double tool.
Check out VidIQ. You guys are all familiar with like SEMrush, Ahrefs, Ubersuggest, and the list keeps going on and on, Moz. VidIQ is one of those tools, but it's for videos. So if you want to get the most amount of views on your videos and spend the less time doing it, VidIQ is a tool that'll help you get there.
Snip.ly. Check it out because if I'm sharing one of Neil's articles on entrepreneurship, or on entrepreneur.com, I should say, I cannot pixel that. So let's say I'm driving Facebook traffic there. I want to be able to pixel those people first of all, right? So I can kind of retarget those people later. And I also want to show an offer. So what I can do is I can take his entrepreneur magazine post and then overlay my snip.ly kind of overlay on it. So I can put like my offer. So it could be like 29 growth hacks or what, 29 growth hacks that will help you grow or whatever. And then basically when people visit that link, my Facebook pixel or whatever pixel, could be a Google pixel too, will be there so I can retarget those people. And then I can have a little overlay that has a offer where people can type in their email address and then opt into whatever I'm offering. That way, when I'm promoting other content, when I shouldn't, obviously you shouldn't just promote your stuff all the time, but when you're promoting other people's content, you can actually collect some upside over there as well. One of the tools I like when it comes to running experiments is Google Optimize because it's free. It is an A/B testing tool that allows you to run experiments. Doesn't cost you any money. It's not like the other platforms out there. And what you basically do is, if I want to test the font that I'm using, the copy that I have in a certain button, the headline that I have, I can just use Google Optimize, and that makes it very easy to get things going.
Cart abandonment software, you should pick whatever one you want. And the cool part about cart abandonment, like it can be tools like Rejoiner or whatever, works with whatever Shopify platform, or I don't know, whatever you're using. But I would instead of picking ones like Rejoiner, figure out which ones integrate with whatever CMS or Shopify platform or e-commerce platform you're on. And what that'll do is a large portion of the people who hit your checkout page in e-commerce, you're lucky if 1 out of 5 or 2 out of 5 complete the purchase. But with the cart abandonment software, you potentially can get another 10%.
Authority Labs allows you to track certain keywords that you're looking for. So this is the best rank tracking tool that I know of. With Authority Labs, it's going to show you over time, over a 6-month period, 3-month period, or 1-year period, how a certain keyword is trending for you. So you can have different line graphs. It's going down, up and to the right, whatever it is exactly. We use this to track for our clients. We use this to track our own keywords, and we can see how we're performing. So once you put the keywords in, then you're gonna see over time, has that keyword actually gone up or has it gone down? The final thing I'll add around Authority Labs is the ability to look at other keywords that you have the potential to rank for. LTV Plus. So this is a friend's company. His name's David Hensel. He co-founded a company called MaxCDN. And what LTV Plus does is they actually have agents that can man your chatbots. Let's say you have Intercom on your website or whatever else you're using, they will be there. You can actually set them up for 24/7. I was speaking to a mutual friend last week, Syed, the guy that runs Often Monster, and he was saying, because LTV Plus, the first go around, it actually failed for us because we kind of just expected them to go with it. That's actually not how you want to do any kind of hiring at all. But what Syed did was he set up a lot of standard operating procedures and FAQs, set up like 50 to 100 questions or so. And then from there, his LTV Plus agents were able to succeed because, your people can't always be on your chatbots manning them all the time. So having something like that could be a game changer for you. What ClearScope allows you to do is you can basically check out how your piece of content is performing, and it's going to recommend keywords for you to add into that page That way, it's gonna help you rank for more keywords for a page. So a page can rank for a couple hundred keywords, but what if you can help it rank for a couple thousand keywords? You're gonna get a lot more traffic from it, and you're just basically getting a lot more bang for your buck from just writing a piece of content. Let's say you're spending $6,000 on content per month. Well, what's to say you can't spend $500 on having a software like this to help you grow faster? So you can use ClearScope, and then you can combine that with a tool like ClickFlow that's gonna help you grow faster, all right? Zoom is great from a calling perspective when I'm having calls with people, but also not only that, they have a webinar add-on, and they have a whole bunch of other features that you can add on to. But when you go live on a webinar,
the webinar one's not that good.
I like the webinar one.
You like it?
Yeah.
I hate it.
I love it. Well, so differing opinions here, but I love it. And also when you go live on the webinar, you can also go live on Facebook or YouTube at the same time. So it's worked out really well for me in terms of like the engagement, because when I've used like GoToWebinar in the past, when I try to get people to engage, like raise their hand and all that, the engagement's not that great, but with Zoom, it's actually fairly high.
The next tool I have for you is Convertkit. If you're a blogger and you want to do email blasts, it doesn't have all the tools or all the functionality like Drip. I know Drip is more for e-commerce now. They've adapted a bit. It doesn't have all the automation that some of the other tools have, but it's really easy to use for marketers and it's affordable.
Jungle Scout. So Jungle Scout is the guy that runs it, Greg Mercer, I think. I met him at a conference a couple years ago, and what they basically do, and you Amazon people that love starting new products all the time, looking for new products, well, Jungle Scout helps you find these products, the ones that are kind of like on the uptick. So Jungle, it's the word jungle, like Amazon Jungle Scout, and basically it can track different kind of sales numbers and different trackers, and it's going to help you find what you need to build the right products and build the right business.
The reason Webinar Jam converts really well is because of how you can integrate the sales, the countdown clocks, all that kind of stuff within your webinar. So it's easier to drive people from the webinar to the actual page where you're selling people.
Wistia has good analytics. They have a free version where you can put 3 videos on there, and I believe the paid version, I think it's $59 or $99 or so. It's not that bad, and it's going to be helpful to, well, get your video stuff going. Sales Flare is really simple. It's like using a Trello. You're kind of dragging your contacts through each point, from a lead to contacted to qualified all the way to a sale. And I like using it because it's very lightweight, it's easy to use. Now, those of you out there that are using Salesforce, for example, I agree, Salesforce down the road, I mean, it has a lot of different integrations. It is very complex. You do want to make sure you're having the right person set it up. But if you're looking to start out, using a tool like Salesflare makes your life a lot easier. It's a lot easier to manage. You can use a tool like Salesflare, or you can use a tool like Pipedrive.
Full Story, this is more of a product tool than a marketing tool, but with Full Story, you can do user recordings on steroids, in which it'll show you everyone who's going to your website and has clicked on like the free trial link or the checkout page, but they didn't convert. So it allows you to segment the videos based off of specific actions, which will then help you maximize your conversion rate or ROI, because then you know, hey, here are all the videos or user stories that I need to look at to maximize my sales.
Bonjour, it's spelled like Bonjour, Bonjour with the O, Bonjour. So you go to that site, as long as it has a bear on it, you're on the right site. What it basically does is it allows you to make customized, personalized videos that you can send to, let's say, a new customer, for example, or somebody that just left, right? You can make it much more personalized versus just trying to send them an email. That becomes much more personal because humans, we like doing business with other humans. So check it out. It's not that expensive to try it. You can use a tool like Find That Lead or Find That Email. These are 2 different tools that will allow you to find emails out there. So basically you can spec out kind of who you're looking for, and you get a list of emails, scrub that list, load it into Outreach. Wirecast. So Neil and I, you're going to see us in 2019 doing a lot of lives, and we're going to continue to optimize that. But we're not only going to go live on one channel, you know, at least for me, I'm going to try to simulcast, right? So I'm going to be appearing on Facebook at the same time, on YouTube at the same time, maybe even on Instagram stories. I'm just making things up right now. So you're going live not only just on one, but you can do it on multiple times. You can set up a more professional setting, and you know, you can do it that way, or you can just do it where you're not using Wirecast and you might just be using multiple phones. It's totally up to you, but if you want to have something that allows you to broadcast at the same time, use Wirecast. It's about $500. Using something like Intercom, for example, will give you the ability to build custom bots, and Intercom has integrations with tools like Stripe. They have helpful help desks as well. And what you can do is you can combine Intercom with LTV Plus. So that's the letters LTV Plus, and they have chat agents that can help you 24/7 manage all this, and then people can buy directly from the Intercom bot. So if you are, this is a little more intermediate to advanced, if you're getting some traffic already using that bot, or here's a bonus. You can use a tool called Landbot. That's Landbot, like landing page, landbot.io. And you can send people directly. This is a tool from my friend Eric Rivera. And basically that page can chat with people, and then you can try to, engage them.
Sumo. So Sumo is by Noah Kagan. It's a great way to collect emails, and you can use these emails, remarket to them, get them back to your site. It's really easy to use. And the beautiful part is they have tons of templates. They have a free version, so technically you don't have to pay, but it's like an all-in-one tool. It's not the best user interface, to be quite upfront, but for the price of free, it's actually not bad. And if you want, then you can upgrade to the paid versions.
What Datanyze does is it scrapes the entire web, and you can see different technologies people are using, their Alexa rank, their SEMrush rank, how much they're spending in terms of AdWords, what business they're in, what revenue size they are. So it's basically scraped the entire web, and I can find more emails. And basically what I'll do is I'll find a bunch of contacts, and then I'll search them on LinkedIn, and I'll combine it with Ducksoup. I'll collect all those emails, I'll load it into Outreach. So you can see the importance of having process set up with all these different tools. It's like a combo, right? If you played any kind of fighting games like Killer Instinct, for example, when you're a kid, well, this is one of those combos that you want to set up to grow your business. Frame.io is really cool because it basically allows you to, when you think about your content process, people are giving feedback at each flow, right? So video's been on my mind a lot. Neil's doing a lot of video. I'm doing a lot of video too. People aren't really talking about tools that will help you with the workflow. I use frame.io to basically leave comments or leave feedback on videos so we can push it through the process. There hasn't been something like this for a while. I've been looking for something like this. So it's kind of fresh for me, top of mind. So I thought I'd mention that first. We're doing Libsyn for our podcast right now. It pushes to Spotify, it pushes to SoundCloud, it pushes to Apple at the same time. We're able to see things across the board. It helps us get distribution. And for this podcast, we pay $20 a month for something that gets, on track for 600,000, 640,000 plus downloads a month. SERPstat. So SERPstat allows you to look at various SEO factors. You can look at keyword data, you can basically audit your website as well, and you can look at a whole host of things that will help you with better content marketing. SERPstat is an all-in-one SEO platform. Of course, there are a bunch of other SEO platforms that I talk about, but for the sake of simplicity, and because SERPstat is relatively cheap, this is what you want to look at. When it comes to heat mapping, Crazy Egg is the one that has been out there for a while. Obviously, it's Neil's tool. We've talked about it a couple of times, but that is something that, well, even it stands the test of time. Go check it out. Hellobar helps you collect emails, and what emails do is, well, emails help you make more money because you control the audience. Literally, in the last episode, we talked about controlling and building your own audience. I think, just because Amazon is this gold mine right now doesn't mean that you shouldn't think about building that email address. You can use Google Tag Manager. Google Tag Manager is also free. Once you basically have that installed, you can add different snippets of code to your site. You don't want to add too many to slow yourself down, but you add these snippets of code to your site, and what you can do is basically you're not going to require your engineers or your developers to help you consistently add code, right? And you can also run kind of unique tests. You can add different testing tools in there, but again, you don't want to add too many snippets, or else you're going to drive everyone crazy. You're going to drive your users crazy. You're going to drive your developers crazy. Your designers crazy. Everyone's going to be mad at you because you're a marketer. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that. Let us know in the comments which of these tools you plan to use. And also, if you think we missed a tool, drop it in the comments below. And don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe to this channel. And if you want more marketing tips, more entrepreneurship tips, check out the next clip, and we'll see you tomorrow.